Another day and still no deal in the debt ceiling crisis. As the clock continues to tick to that August 2nd deadline, no meetings are scheduled between the president and congressional leaders this weekend. But top senators from both sides are said to be discussing modifications to a plan to raise the debt limit. At the same time, the nation's credit rating could be threatened even if a deal is passed. Whit Johnson has the latest.
Credit rating agencies are putting the Treasury Department under the gun as they decide whether to strip the U.S. of its coveted AAA credit status. Thursday, Standard & Poor's threatened there's a 50% chance it could lower the rating within 90 days. Wednesday, Moody's Investors Service placed the U.S. bond rating on review for possible downgrade.
I'm getting more and more worried about not raising the debt ceiling. This is increasingly approaching the unprecedented.
Talks between credit rating agencies and the federal government are not necessarily unusual, says Chief Washington correspondent for Bloomberg TV, Peter Cook.
At the end of the day, it's their name on these ratings, their own reputation. They have to make the judgment call that they believe is right.
What worries the Treasury is any change in the gold-plated credit rating that would spike interest rates on U.S. debt. Just a half percentage point increase on the $14 trillion debt would cost taxpayers roughly $850 billion over the next decade. Low-risk investors like those who run pension and retirement funds would be forced to dump U.S. bonds, a massive hit to America's reputation as a rock-solid investment.
They have to have something AAA rated. If it's not AAA rated, they can't hold it. They have to sell those treasuries.
This mounting pressure from the credit agencies is another reality check for Democrats and Republicans struggling to find common ground.
If we go into next week and we haven't seen any action by the president and Congress, I think financial markets are going to grow increasingly unrestful.
President Obama gave congressional leaders a deadline of today to come up with deficit reduction plans that could actually pass. So far, no indication of an agreement. Russ.
Whit Johnson at the White House. Thanks.